Hi, Carissa. My name is Ellen, and I will be correcting these essays for you. Let's take a look at what you've written here. We've got your first set. The essay is about staying in the same job. Let's see what you wrote. Most adults spend 40 hours a week at work, so it is necessary that they have a good sense of job satisfaction by switching jobs. Although some feel that this trend has been a negative development, I, however, believe is a positive aspect for three major reasons. Okay. Um, I like what you're trying to do, although I do think that that first sentence was kind of awkward. So, one of the reasons why it's awkward is that you didn't really talk about this debate that exists, where some people say no, 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 you have to stay in the same job. Others say no, you have to switch jobs. You didn't really talk about that. Instead, you said some people think for job satisfaction you need to switch jobs. Um, and so I really feel like you were missing part of what the essay is asking you to talk about. Um, so let's do this a little differently. Most people spend at least 40 hours a week at work, so it is necessary that they have job satisfaction, full stop. Some think this can be achieved by staying in the same job for their entire career, while others think that this happens only if you switch jobs. Okay. Although some feel that mm, let's see. Although some think that job switching is negative, I believe it is positive. Full stop. Okay? Or I disagree. Something like that would have been better. Okay? I hope that makes sense. All right. So let's talk about this first sentence here. You're not really making a list. You have to use correct paragraph and correct sentence forms. So this is not how I would have started off your paragraph. What a paragraph needs is a good, solid, clear topic sentence. Okay. Let's see. So what did we say? I believe that it is positive. Okay. You could have said something like this. One reason why changing jobs is beneficial is because it helps career progression. Okay, that's a clear topic sentence. So the reader reads it and says, oh, okay, we're going to read about the fact that switching job leads to career progression, and that's a positive thing. All right, this for me is kind of like a little too basic and not in the right format. Okay. All right. Even though some might argue that individuals can carve out a niche for themselves when they remain in a particular field, I still believe that a person can move up the ladder by choosing to work in a company for a post with a huge responsibility. Okay. I don't really totally understand that sentence. Many office jobs can sometimes be monotonous and repetitive and therefore offer no areas for personal and professional development. For instance, having daily tasks that you feel are self-rewarding can motivate a person to enjoy working. Okay, I don't understand this. So can't my one job be rewarding and motivating and maybe I can just add responsibilities but still be in the same job? Like, I don't understand why I have to switch jobs. Based on what you've said here as your arguments, I don't really feel like these arguments are particularly convincing. Um, you move up the ladder by choosing to work in a company for a post. This was unclear to me. I already said that. So this was part of the problem. And then, so what are you saying here? You should have gone a little further. You should have said, therefore, many people um, can avoid this by switching jobs. Okay. So that would have made sense. So there's a few problems with this paragraph. I want to look at it again. Okay. Um, this was unclear. You needed to phrase it more clearly that switching jobs will allow you to move up the ladder. Okay. Then, many jobs can be monotonous. They offer no rooms for personal and professional development. Great. So then you can say, however, if one switches jobs, they may find new challenges, new experiences, and this may be more rewarding and exciting. Okay. And then here, again, this didn't really make sense. It didn't really fit. So I feel that there's a couple of problems with this paragraph. One is coherence and cohesion because they're not links between your sentences and between your ideas. And I also felt that it was not really very developed. Okay. So you didn't have ideas that were very developed and they also weren't linked very well. So it's those two problems here. Now, this should not be its own paragraph because that's another issue with coherence and cohesion. You want to make, you want maybe four paragraphs at most. You want four paragraphs, maybe five, but I definitely don't think you should. You should be able to write these in four paragraphs. Let's see. Secondly, employees often choose a job with fringe benefits. While I can see that working in most companies has perks and benefits, I still believe that working in a government setup entitles them to a golden parachute. In fact, private jobs have higher pay scales with fewer employees. I don't understand this paragraph at all. So, I don't understand this, Carissa. I really don't. I mean, where are you saying anything about switching jobs here or staying in the same job? This is really rather confusing to me. So, fringe benefits, great. Where are you telling me anything about switching jobs? Companies, perks and benefits, government. I just don't understand this. So this whole thing really should just, you should get rid of it. It's not helping you. It doesn't make sense. I'm kind of confused by this. Let's keep going. The most obvious reason why people switch jobs is salary. For the majority of the population, the only way to be financially independent is to have a job, and as a result, people often choose to work in fields with high salaries in order to make a living. Moreover, any employee in a field would expect to receive the industry standard payment for the work they do. For illustration, many people choose to work graveyard shifts to earn more money. All right, Carissa, you're not talking about switching jobs. You're talking about that money is a priority. And where else? What else did you say? You said that fringe benefits are a priority. You said that career progression is a priority, but you never said anything about the fact that people gain these things by switching jobs. So let's see. Yeah, you said it's positive for three reasons. It's this paragraph, this whole essay for so far for me is not doing what it's supposed to be doing. Okay, I'm going to try to see if I can help you with it a little bit. Okay, let's see. So what you needed to do here, let's see. So, to what extent do you agree or disagree that you should switch jobs? Okay. Here, you need to say that, what did we say before? We said that um, I believe that switching jobs is positive for employees. Okay. Then, why is it positive? We said before that one of the reasons why switching jobs is important is because it helps to provide career progression, or it helps, yeah, it helps in career progression. And then you explain why you do this by switching jobs, but you probably couldn't do it if you stayed in the same job. Okay, and then fringe benefits. Why would somebody get fringe benefits if they switch jobs, but they might not get those if they stayed in the same job? And then salary. How again is salary related to switching jobs? Okay. So that's why this whole essay for me has some problems. In short, not only does changing jobs, that's a nice piece of grammar, they're good. enhance growth in career, but it also helps people financially. Therefore, although I acknowledge that people can be successful by remaining in the same job their entire life, I disagree that employees should not switch jobs. Okay, that's clear. That's fine. But the rest of the essay needs some work. I hope you understand what I want you to focus on and how I want you to do this. Okay? All right, let's take a look here at the global bird flu. Yes. The graph gives information about the number of fatalities per year due to global bird flu as reported by WHO over a 10-year period. Okay, fine. Overall, it can be clearly seen that the mortality rates due to bird flu increased globally over the years. As a result, casualties were highest in the late 1990s and lowest in the early 90s. Fine. In 1990 and 1991, the number of bird flu sufferers was the lowest at just over 120,000. All right, careful with your full stop here, with your period. You don't need that. By the following 2 years, the number of casualties increased to just above this. Again, you don't want a comma here or period, whatever that is, I can't tell. However, the number of people suffering from bird flu increased by 10,000 every year from 1994 to 1996. Fine. On the other hand, I don't want on the other hand, get rid of that. The number of fatalities, which was just over 150,000 in what? The number of fatalities, which was just over 150,000 in 1996, soared to just under 180,000 by 1997 and was equal in the following 4 years until 2000. Okay. This seems kind of short to me. I didn't do a word count. I'd be interested to see what it is. It does feel rather short. I think you could have done a little more with those last 4 years. This is one of those very challenging tasks because there's so little information. And so when that happens, you need to be able to kind of flush out the information. You need to extend it. All right. So yeah, you need to extend it a little further. And you're not going to be able to extend it by just saying that you just talked about 4 years just like that. Okay, so I thought you could have done a little more there. The grammar was fine. There wasn't really anything I had to say other than that, but I just think that you needed to maybe develop a little more and extend a little more if possible. Okay, all right. So thanks for sending this first set. I'm looking forward to seeing more from you. I'd like to see you apply some of the suggestions I made today, and I'll be looking forward to your next set. Good luck.